Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm showing you all a very interesting recipe which is butter naan. We made it last week sometime and it was very delicious, so I decided to show you all how to make our butter naan. And together today I'm going to add in another recipe to go with it, which is chickpeas that we call chana dal in chutney, and it will be separately done. My chana dal will go up on Wednesday and the butter naan will go up on Sunday. Now for the ingredients for my butter naan, I have 3 cups of flour sieved. I have a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of sugar, and of which I've got 10 grams of instant dry yeast. I have a cup of yogurt and a cup of warm water, which I'll use accordingly, and 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. To start, I add in my salt and my sugar. Always you must be very careful when using your yeast. You must always open up a new pack, because yeast when opened it loses its power. So adding in the 10 gram of the yeast, I'm going to give it a nice mix up. Now I've mixed that up, so I'm going to add in my cup of yogurt. I mix the yogurt together with the flour. Then gradually I have my cup of warm water. I'm going to add it very gentle and mix. That's my 1 cup of water. I'm going to use my hands to make a dough very quickly. It will be a little sticky dough, but it doesn't matter. This dough is perfectly done now. The only thing I'm going to do is to take a little flour in my hand and try to get off these sticky dough from my hand. And gather all the flour together. So this is my dough all done up. And lastly, the 2 tablespoons of oil. I am just going to add it to the dough. And just mix up this dough.
So that's to allow the dough to expand and not stick to the bowl itself.
Yes. So this is just form it. So this is the dough, of which I'm going to take a clean dishcloth and cover this dough for about 1 hour and allow it to rise. Okay, while my curry was getting done, I had my dough to rest. So let us see. You can see my dough has rose double the size. What I'm going to do now is give it another slight dough and leave it for another 15 minutes. Just a slight dough. There you are. I'll cover this again and leave it in a warm place for another 15 minutes. 15 minutes has passed us, and now this is the dough that has been resting. You can see it rose to double its size. Now I'm going to use the surface board, of which I cleaned and wiped. I'm going to sprinkle some my flour. Roll this. Now I'm going to roll this naan dough into a log, and thereafter I'm going to divide the dough. You can usually use a knife using 2 of your fingers. Six. Usually you get 8 out of this dough, so I'm going to pinch some from the bigger doughs. So that's it. Now I'm going to roll it into shape of a ball, and thereafter I'm going to put it back into the dish and allow this to rest for another 15 minutes before rolling the naan bread out. In the meantime, while the ball is resting, I'm going to heat up a little oil with some margarine to brush onto my naan. So I am going to use it like a butter naan, but usually you can peel up some garlic, fresh garlic, and cook it in with your margarine and make it into your garlic naan. Here you go, my naan balls shaped up. I will allow this to rest for another 15 minutes. It been another 15 minutes. And this how it rised. So now I'm gonna use my counter for rolling the naan. It doesn't matter if it don't come round enough. Naan bread can take any shape. I'm not going to go too thin because while it stands to get circled, it will go a little thicker. And while I'm rolling the naan, I'm going to allow it to rest on my counter. I'm going to roll up the rest and then I'm going to get back to the toasting. Now I have my rolled naan resting for another 10 minutes. While that was getting done, I heated up my tawa. So now I'm ready to toast my naan, of which we say seko. So my tawa is quite heated up on moderate heat. Usually when to circle these type naan, you don't use up any of your margarine and oil. It's done after when the naan is done. The tawa must be absolutely dry. And you can turn it many times as possible. And it doesn't matter if it has flour to the naan. Using a clean dishcloth, now you can see how beautiful it rose. You can see the flour creates the making of the naan. You must be very careful when working when it steams up, because steam can burn you. So you can see as where the steam is coming off, I'm using my dishcloth to avoid escaping. Now you can see the beautiful finish. Now I'm ready to take this off. I'll show you the opposite side of it. That's what the flour does. It allows the naan to burn out into a brown finish. You saw without dusting my tawa, I put another naan bread. It's the burnt flour that gives the beautiful finish. There's my naan bread. To this point, if you like, you can have it without any margarine to it. As you can see how soft and flexible the naan bread is. I will tear it open when I'm done. This can be eaten just like this without adding in any of the margarine, but today I'm going to add in this oil mixture with the margarine. I've got a quarter cup of oil and 100 gram of margarine melted out. So this is how I'm going to brush in my oil. You can see it give it a lovely, nice reddish color finish. And then I'll do the opposite side. You can use extra if you like it very rich, or you can just eat it while it's dry. Now this naan bread is ready to serve. I am going to serve it with the chickpeas chutney that I made. Here's my naan bread. It's looking nice and soft, served with my chickpea curry. And this naan bread can be served with any vegetarian or any meat. You can see how well we cook inside, and you can see how soft the finish is. And mostly it goes very well with our butter chicken, or even with plain potato curry or beans. I think any curry is possible. Thank you all very much and enjoy.